He'll pick up decent yardage. From the 35 on second down. Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it, expect dividends earlier in the this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
But first down, Hurts. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Dancing to his left. This is Smith with a grab. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on second down.
Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 32 on the play.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert to throw here. Sanders has it over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Just a lot of time to have a powerful arm is the number 1 thing you look for a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They snap it to Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Kaiser White. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. Caught by Allen. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, 34 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A very solid gain of 27. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Herbert now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, after he has this down, he's going to be a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's going to the rest of the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return, Carter. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet, but you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. Open man is Palmer. Finding room at midfield.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and hook themselves up.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass complete. Goddard. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain. And now you're looking at 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Herbert. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual, because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle. As a